East. Starting off, how do you see this division?
Let's start with winners. Who is your pick for winning this division, and why is it the Toronto Blue Jays?
It is the Toronto Blue Jays.
It's not mine.
I'll be honest with you. I think that team got better. The team that hit very well didn't lose anybody that was part of the let's hit very well. They lost Bo Bichette.
I was gonna say you lost Bo.
He wasn't the guy though. In the playoffs, he wasn't the guy. He had a moment. He had one very important moment. I love Bo Bichette. You know I'm a fan. Not the guy. I think Toronto and New York are in it. I think Boston is in the mix. All three of those teams, pending health, of course. Because you
When
have
I was filling out all this shit, I was like, man, I feel like every single team I'm writing down, barring injury. It's like, yeah, it's baseball. That's how it goes.
I mean, look, the Yankees got Cole coming back, and that'll be a
And
big
Rodon.
and that'll be a big boost. And they were neck and neck all year. Like that came down to the wire.
I still think it's gonna. I think there's a chance that the AL East sends three teams to the playoffs again.
It probably should. It's the best division. It's one of the best divisions in baseball.
Leaps and bounds above the Central. I think the West can be pretty good too, depending on what Texas and the A's look like.
I would absolutely hear arguments on why the Yankees win this division. I would. I
I
would.
have them at one.
I would totally like if you told me that New York wins the division and Toronto finishes second. I'm totally fine with that. I think that makes sense.
I
I
feel
think
like the only way I can justify the Yankees not being one is by injury, and I'm trying not to do that super heavily throughout this because you get into that with every single team. The Yankees led the AL in runs scored by a pretty wide margin last
sure.
year. I expect them to be at least top three in that, if not by a wide margin again, the number one. But Aaron Judge is 34. He's obviously the favorite for MVP. Expect him to get that. By the way, if you just want to take straight chalk and parlay Judge and Otani to win an MVP again, it's like plus 400 right now
Unbelievable.
to get both of them. So that's pretty.
My
It's shocking. It's not like some crazy sleeper pick, but it should be free money in your pocket.
I think the only thing that gives me a little bit of hope is the Blue Jays did add to the rotation. So they lose Bichette, but they get Okamoto. I'm fine with the way that they look offensively. Ultimately, it's going to come down to which pitching staff can play because I think both of those offenses are potent.
Yeah, I think once you get Cole and Rodon back in that rotation, I think you're probably going to have at least one or two people step up, whether it's Weathers or Schlittler gets his shit together, and it's becomes what he's supposed to be and what we saw him be in the playoffs against the Red Sox. I'm still scarred from that game.
Yep.
Then I think the Yankees are going to be right up there with the Sox, the Blue Jays, the Mariners as far as it goes with rotation and playing in Yankee Stadium. It really doesn't matter what you have in the lineup. People are gonna they're going to create runs, and with Aaron Judge anchoring it.
Randy says Bieber, Barrios, and Trey scares me. I'm not worried about the rotation.
I'm not either. I also
Not even a little bit.
we'll get to awards later.
Yeah.
I think Toronto's still really good. I have them penciled in at the number two. I feel like one, two, and three in the AL East can go any which way. I think the Blue Jays are the safest pick just because we saw them do it already. And
Yep.
they really only did lose Bo Bichette. But I just feel like, personally, I feel like that lineup's going to take a step back. I don't think they're going to lead the league in hits and average and what they did last year. Um, Springer's another year older. He struggled with injuries down the
I,
stretch.
I
But
think Springer takes a step back. I think Vladdy takes a step forward. And
I
I
was going to say,
like
similar to Judge, having Vladdy anchoring the lineup makes everything so much easier for them.
I think the other part of this that we need to account for on the Toronto side is you're getting a full year of Ernie Clement. You're getting a full year of Addison Barger.
Varsho.
There's a full year of Varsho, and you're not getting this like weird platoon where it's like we've got to get Bo his reps. It's like no, these are our guys. Jimenez plays, Clement plays, like Barger and Varsho all play. Like that defense is going to save runs. I think defensively they've been one of the best defensive teams in baseball for I don't know 3 years now. It's been like
And that's with Bo Bichette's horrific glove at shortstop.
correct. So they've clearly gotten I think that part of the game figured out. I think offensively the Yankees are stronger, but I still think Toronto can keep up in an AL East that is going to be very offense heavy. And I think rotation wise, it's almost a wash. I like the Yankees rotation a little bit better. I like the Blue Jays bullpen less. But I think that if you told me the Yankees finished third and the Sox finished first, I could also see how that path happens. You know what I mean? Like any one of those three, I feel like are almost interchangeable at the top. It would surprise me more if Boston finished one, with barring any crazy health. But I think those are your top three in my opinion, and then it's Baltimore for me.
Yeah, I went New York, Boston. New York, Toronto, Boston, Baltimore, Tampa. I think Tampa. Like, can you name me either catcher on the Tampa roster? Because I couldn't do it till about an hour ago.
No.
Yeah, it's bad.
Yeah, Kevin says his biggest concern for the Yankees is the bullpen and injuries. I mean and injuries are going to happen. That's going to be everyone's
Injuries
concern.
is baseball. Yeah,
But like the
I have it
bullpen,
written for literally every team here.
bullpens are the hardest thing to predict in all of baseball because some guys will come out and have a career year out of nowhere, and it makes no sense. Like not even a little bit of sense.
Relievers will go from like a 1.5 ERA to 6.5 and get cut the next year. Like it's just that's the nature of the beast when it comes to that. The Sox, I think, maybe have the highest ceiling and lowest floor of any team in baseball.
Oh yeah,
I think
they're
if
boomer
everything
bust.
works out exactly. If the lineup shows up and Roman Anthony is the MVP candidate that sportsbooks, Team USA, everyone is telling you that he's going to be, then I think the Red Sox have limitless potential as far as the division goes. So the pitching rotation's nasty. I still think the bullpen's good. You still have a couple top end prospects like Tolley waiting in the wings. Early obviously made the starting rotation this year. That's huge. But it's just going to be the lineup. The World Baseball Classic gave me a little bit more confidence because guys like Willier and Jaron Duran and Roman Anthony were killing it and killing lefties, which is fucking awesome because none of them did that last year. So that was exciting to see. I feel a little bit more confident about them than I did maybe a month ago, but I still think it's the hardest division in baseball. And Baltimore, like that lineup is no joke.
It should be. It's
They have
very
stars.
good. They're
It's
very
just the
good.
pitching. I don't think they did enough to fix it from last year. Shane Baz, they gave up a ton of prospects for. I like him. I think he's poised for a breakout. I think Rogers is going to take a step back. The ERA was crazy last year. I don't think you're going to replicate that in the AL East.
Yeah.
But Henderson, Holiday, Rutschman, Colton Cowser, Colby Mayo, like there's enough guys there that the offense alone can win you some games.
I think there's some really talented pieces there, and they should be a lot better than they were. They had like a weird fall off last year that didn't make a lot of sense.
They got hot at the end though. And
They
that was
did.
after trading a bunch of people like O'Hearn and Mullins.
Yeah, I'm hopeful that they can find some way back for the best of baseball, like for fans of baseball. As an AL East fan, I hope that they crater because I already have to deal with you guys and the Yankees.
I want nothing but blood in the AL East.
It's gonna be a bloodbath. You tell me how it goes any other way. Because even playing Tampa, they're going to be scrappy every year. Every year they're like that.
Tampa, there's a lot of people that are. Most of our chat right now is AL East fans,
Yeah.
of some kind. Tampa always gets you when you least expect them. And you're like, why do we just lose a series to the Rays in July?
How do we
They have
lose
30
the
wins.
series to some CVS clerks? Like
We lost the season series to the fucking White Sox last year.
Yeah, it's not great. East,